My name is Michael Schultz, and I'm a sophomore finance major at Fordham University's Gabelli School of Business. My career goal is to work as an investment banking analyst at a bulge bracket bank upon graduation. The purpose of this assignment is to further analyze my communication skills by gauging the sentiments of my personal, academic, and professional contacts. For my personal contacts, I chose my sister, Jennifer Schultz, and my longtime friend, Brady Yoakum, as they have each known me for a very long time and have observed me communicate in both a social and academic setting. Second, I chose Caitlin Jakubowski and Craig Barone as my academic contacts because I have collaborated with both of them on group projects and have worked in student organizations with them. Finally, I chose Michael Roberts and Jerry Harbison as my professional contacts because they are the two previous employers with whom I had the strongest relationships. I came to understand the opinions that these contacts had in regards to my selected strength, my systematic approach to communication, and my opportunity for improvement, my lack of receptiveness to criticism, by conducting interviews that feature provocative questions. Here, I will discuss the results of these interviews. Judging from both the feedback that I received from during my interviews and the feedback that I received from my DISC assessment, it seems as though my biggest communicatory strength is the fact that I am assertive. For instance, almost every person that I interviewed told me that they believed that I have a very assertive personality and impose myself in social situations. Specifically, my personal contact, Brady Yoakum, told me, "You do have an assertive personality because you must be in control and be the leader of the situation." Also, the DISC assessment revealed to me that I have a higher than average D rating. One of the meanings of the high D rating is that I tend to be demanding and determined. This is something that I believe to be true, and it is something that was verified by the personal interviews that I conducted. Another key communicatory behavior that I have is the fact that I communicate in a systematic manner, and this style of communication translates very well to team settings. Communicating in a systematic manner was the behavioral strength that I chose to focus on during my provocative interviews, and it seemed to have been verified by my contacts. For instance, each contact that I interviewed was easily able to recall an instance when I was able to effectively explain an idea in a systematic and easy to understand manner. Subsequently, they each stated that the way that I communicate to others makes my communication style applicable to team settings. Specifically, in regards to my communication style being effective in a team setting, Caitlin, an academic contact, stated, "Yes, I believe so. You are able to explain to others your thought process in a way that is easily understood." Also, my DISC score indicated that I had an average to above average S score. One of the attributes associated with an average to above average S score is consistency and is also steadiness. I believe that I indeed possess these traits and that they are the reason that I communicate in a systematic manner. Finally, one other strength that I found from the feedback I received was that in a team setting, my communication style renders me to take the role of the leader. Now on to the opportunities for improvement in my communication style that I gathered from the feedback I received. The main opportunity that I have to improve is on my listening skills. The feedback that I received from my contacts during the interviews indicated that I am either a decent listener or that I only choose what I want to hear and am not a very skilled listener. For instance, Caitlin, my academic contact, stated, "I believe you are a moderate listener. You have selective hearing. If you are focusing on something, that will have your undivided attention." And Jen, my personal contact, stated, "I think you need to work on your listening skills." I believe the reason for my lack of effective listening skills is the fact that I have a higher than average D score in the DISC index. The fact that I have a higher D score means that I am a more demanding person and subsequently alludes to me valuing my own opinions more than those of others. Thus, this will contribute to my lack of listening skills as I will not be very engaged when listening to others express their ideas. Another key area of improvement for me is my response to criticism. I think my lack of responsiveness to criticism stems again from my high D score in the DISC index, as my determined and demanding personality leads me to not adequately value the opinions of others, especially when their opinions are critical of me. Specifically, in my interviews, I found that I am not immediately responsive to criticism. For instance, Jen, my personal contact, stated, "You accept criticism, sometimes just not as it's being given. It takes some time for you to think about it, and then you accept it." And Brady, another personal contact, stated, "You appreciate feedback to improve yourself, but you also feel as if there are not problems with your work to begin with." One final key area for me to improve is to better leverage my communicatory strengths in order to be an effective communicator in a team setting. As I previously mentioned, my contacts indicated that I would take the role of a leader in a team setting. However, in reality, I rarely take on that role. Rather, I choose to be passive in a team setting, and I do not adequately leverage my assertiveness and systematic approach to communication. Thus, I can improve on my communication in a team setting. Those are the key areas of improvement that I found from both the DISC assessment and the provocative interviews. To sum up, today we spoke about my career aspirations and the purpose of this assignment, as well as my communication strengths and opportunities for improvement. Thank you.